Hello, Musto0063 here to kick off a new project. I Want to Kill the Maker. This is the second of the I Want to Be fan games that I'm doing to run concurrently with Pokemon Ash Grey, since that's still going on. It's going to take quite a while to get through. Yeah, I recently completed, or from an upload point of view anyway, recently just completed I Want to Make a Sandwich, which was pretty fun, other than the final couple of areas, which I shall speak no more of. But yeah, I mentioned at the end of that that this game, I Want to Kill the Maker, will be coming next. So yay, here it is. It's a lovely little medley game. I don't think it's going to be, hopefully not too frustrating, at least until we get to stage 4 or 5. But then once you get through that, stage 6 is a absolutely fantastic payoff, and probably well worth playing just for that alone, or at least in my opinion anyway. So yeah, really looking forward to this one. Before I just quickly get, I'm going to keep this intro pretty short, but on the notes of medleys, I Want to Get Culture 2 is still kind of on the table in terms of whether or not I'm going to do it, or a little bit up in the air. I say I would love to do it, as I mentioned during I Want to Make a Sandwich, but I feel like it's going to take me a long time to do it. And the game is blooming difficult, let's put it that way. Not Camellia 2 difficult, but it is blooming difficult, or at least I thought so as I was going through it. I wouldn't be able to do everything as well. I would sort of almost say, well, I'm definitely not going to do the difficult bit or whatever like that, so I'd have to be selective on more or less doing the main game. The other thing as well, which it sort of seems to be one of those games at the moment that is being sped run a lot. So, I mean, I'm not obviously no classing my abilities anywhere near in that echelon, because that's just a million miles above where I am, but the fact that it is a game that just tends to be being sped run a lot at the moment, just, I don't know, makes me feel like I would just be completely useless doing a let's play of it, at least compared to a lot of others. But that's to say, not that I'm remotely comparing my abilities to those who can speed run, because those players are just amazing. But anyway, yeah, a little bit up in the air. I'm still a bit undecided. So yeah, but if you've got any strong opinions one way or the other, then do feel free to leave a comment saying whether or not you'd like me to do Culture 2. It's a maybe. It's a definite maybe, if that makes any sense. But let's get going on this game. So yeah, let's go to. You have to use the arrow on the opening screen. So let's go to start game. As you can see, it's not going to be blind by any stretch of imagination. I've already described aspects of the game anyway. So yeah, first kind of go through took me 6.5 hours or so with over 6,000 deaths, and then second time through, because it was sort of one where I felt like, okay, I'm pretty sure I enjoyed this, but I want to go through it again just to make sure it's something that I would be happy to let's play, and it certainly was, and it made some improvements. So you know, got the time down by about 1 hour and 20, so 5.25 hours, and you know, over 5,000 deaths. So I'm hoping I can sort of continue that progression. So something around 4 hours ish, with them, you know, around again 4,000 deaths would be lovely. So yeah, that's my sort of goal for the game, and we'll see how close I get come the end. So new game, and I'm going to do it on hard mode. So easy mode, easier than the original screens, and I say on hard mode, I still don't think this goes anywhere near, you know, insane difficult or anything like that. So hard mode, where the screens are same as or harder than the original screens, except for very hard games. So yeah, let's just kick off. And as seems to be customary with pretty much all medley games, or maybe not all of them, but a good deal of them, we start off with failure. I'll mention the achievements in just a minute when I get past this screen. Choco. Good, cool, right, and I want to be a fresh man. Yeah, so well, actually, for stage 1, I don't think should be hopefully take me too long. It is pretty straightforward from what I remember. So yeah, here's hoping that that goes pretty nicely. It's quite a difficult jump there at the bottom there with all those spikes, but oh well, still got that first go, so really nice. And second screen, ooh spike, or ooh spike or whatever. But yeah, about the achievements. So there are 15 in the game, and the fact that I've already completed the game twice, and indeed got all the achievements twice, doesn't mean that I don't then get them obviously on when you play through the game. No, I play through the game again. So yeah, it's not like we won't see the achievements because I've already got them. So yeah, and I'm really hoping that. But I can get 14 out of the 15 achievements again. You're kind of, I didn't sort of show off the achievements. I'll show you them at the end of the game, and I'll show you, and obviously understand why. Or you can maybe have a guess, or maybe it's become a bit more obvious based on the words I've just said. Why one of them I would like to get, but yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely be getting, assuming I can complete the game, we'll definitely be getting 14 out of 15 achievements, and it would be lovely if I didn't get the 15th one. But believe me, you wouldn't be missing anything per se in me really not getting the 15th one. And I say I have already. That's not the right way. I'm getting ahead of myself with my jumps there. Yeah, go under that one and then over this one. Yeah, getting ahead of myself there. Not good. Yeah, we'll be in it. Yeah, we'll be seeing the achievements as I kind of go through. So, yeah, anyway, enough about that. Onto the game itself. And, well, as you saw, the freshman stage, or I think what it was pretty straightforward. The Hoo-Hoo Spike one, not so much, particularly the top area. The top area here seems to be, or is usually the bit that gives me quite a lot of trouble. Sticking that landing is usually can be quite problematic, but I'm not messing up on the final jump. Grr. But yeah, all the Hoo-Hoo Spike, all the Spike kind of games, I'd say they are quite needly, and I suppose for the most part, much of the game, or the games that it sort of takes from, I guess you'd probably call Needle. I mean, there are sort of different. I mean, Needle is a kind of an odd term, really. Anyway, MC. It sort of probably means different things to different people. So I know that I've got, to me, there are definitely people that I know who class Needle as just being sort of like really sort of nothing but spikes, really. I mean, where you perhaps don't have too much triggers and such like that, and you just basically just kind of get through really kind of intricate jumps with nothing really else to worry about. But I mean, I say that I'm not saying that's right or wrong. People have different opinions of what Needle is. To me, while there are certainly some traps coming up here, but I can't remember where they all are. I remember there are traps. I can't remember where they all are. Yeah, Needle to me, it implies a certain sort of difficulty as well. Spikes come down from the ceiling here, I think, or no, they come up and then they're down. So I have to. Yeah, and they split apart. Okay, so I need to be in the middle there and jump. Okay, yeah. I say Needle to me tends to be it implies a certain difficulty rather than just being. Sort of spikes everywhere with nothing else really going on. So I guess I would probably say a lot of the screens in this game are certainly spike heavy like that. But yeah, whether I would go so far as to call them Needle, I'm not quite sure. Okay, so we just do that. I don't think there's another trigger, another trap. So cool. Just make it to the end. And okay, right. I want to be the air. Get where the trap is. There's a spike here, and then another spike kind of. Yeah, it sticks out from there. I knew I didn't have to go like immediately. Something was going to happen, but I forgot that there was I forgot that the spikes kind of came out horizontally from where I was on the platform. So okay, I am going to have to do that in one move. That was irritating, and something I didn't even think about the first go. Yeah, because I just pulled it off. So okay, now I'm going to have to think a bit more about where I make the jump from and how much I go to the right. Okay, well, that's easy enough to trigger out though. So yeah, trigger out the spikes and then just head back to the right. So yeah, not too tricky. Cool. Lots of little traps that I'll say are bound to trip me up because while I remember, I'm usually quite good at remembering. Not all the time, but I'm usually quite good at remembering there are traps lying around, but not always exactly how they work. So yeah, some of them are obvious or more obvious, but yeah, some of them sometimes where spikes just fly out from random positions or whatnot, then not quite so much. I did remember that. I just completely forgot to just didn't make my jump very well at all. And the save point is a trap as well. And good, I didn't mess that jump up at the end. Cool. I want to be the X, is that? I don't know if that is... Well, it's got I want to be the X, and I don't know if this is actually... Because I do know of a game that... unless I'm completely misremembering this, I think Zero Mega Man X or Rasa or whatever actually did a game called I Want to Be the X, and I don't know if it ever actually got released or whatever, but from my money, it didn't look like this, so I don't actually know if that is a different game or what. Does the ceiling does kill me. That was a bit annoying, but I thought I might as well try and find that out now rather than, at least on this screen, the ceiling kills you before I mess up elsewhere. But, oh well. In fact, to be honest, I probably wouldn't be anywhere near the ceiling anywhere other than this jump anyway, so probably wasn't really necessary for me to test out, but oh well. Still good to know. And now I'm like paranoid about going too high, that I'm just not jumping high enough at all. I was about to say that's like a really easy save to get to, and it is. Admittedly, I mean, I've died once, but yeah, all you got to do there is a simple fall. So yeah, not too troublesome at all. Okay, cool. That was all right as well. But yeah, like I suppose I did say at the beginning, didn't I? Like I thought stage 1 was going to be fairly straightforward. I mean, I honestly actually feel like probably the Yoo-Hoo Spike screen is probably the most difficult of stage 1, and it ends up being, depending on whether you count the Choco Choco screen, like the second or third screen. So yeah. Okay, far. And I can actually, once I get through this, save over there, so I will do that. There's no invisible wall around the save there, which is a little bit of a thing, so I could potentially save screw myself, but oh well, I'll make sure I'm careful. And we come to this screen where I've messed that up twice, so now I can't do it. We've actually got our first secret kind of achievement or something, so or whatever. So yeah, we'll actually try and do that. It can be a little bit of a pain to get, and might require a decent align, but yeah, who cares about that first? When we've got to clear the F jump section, and you've got to do, and you can see there that we've got the spike wall chasing us. So you've pretty much got to do. You can mess up here once on the bottom one. Once, if you mess up twice on the bottom one, or you mess up on the top one, then you've got no chance to spike. The spike wall's just going to be way too close, and you just won't have enough time to get there. Okay, fine, cool. Let's go up here. I'm going to try a few things, so I'm going to rub up on this block on the left-hand side. I don't know if this is the right one at all. It possibly is, it possibly isn't. I don't know. I am absolutely atrocious. Nang, I think, was quite helpful with the align thing, where it sort of had A, B, and C, but and that was really useful. But other than that, I am just absolutely terrible. In fact, let's rub up against the right-hand side of this one now. I'm absolutely terrible at recognising. If there is a jump I need a line for, I'm not quite convinced I do need an align for that jump at the top, but it's certainly intricate. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I just can't tell. I have no idea. I know the principle of pixel aligning now, and how it could what walls you would rub up against would mean that you can make jumps easier for yourself. So I certainly know about the principle, but as for kind of recognising. Ultimately, I hate these F jumps. Recognising which wall I'd need to rub up against to get an align, I can't tell. So I'm sure I could kind of learn it, but so yeah, again here I could be sort of just messing myself up completely here. I don't know if I actually do need an align at all, but and that's really kind of irritating, because actually all I'm going to do at the top there is get an achievement. I would say I would kind of get them all, so I will try and pull off the silly jump up there, but all I'm going to get for it is an achievement. It's actually not where I'm supposed to go at all. You can see the warp down there in the bottom right-hand side of bottom right of the screen. So going up to the top right actually serves no purpose with regard to progression on the stage, and given how flipping annoying these F jumps are, and how little or how few goes I get at it, it's really kind of freaking annoying. As I say, if I was just going to the bottom right, this screen would be nothing. I'd have done probably 2-3 minutes ago. I mean, once I've got the achievement as well, who knows when that's going to be at this rate, but well, yeah, you'll see how hopefully quick I can clear the screen once we've got the achievement. I'm just going for the walk, but yeah, I hate the friggin'. So we're going to try and not doing any align this time. And there we go. Wonderful. You did a hard jump, but you take the wrong way. I don't believe I can. Well, you can get down there, but it would be incredibly difficult. So let's not bother. Well, we could try it once, obviously, but oh well. And I did say something about doing this quickly, didn't I? That's on the proviso that I can get the F jump sorted, because who knows how long the blooming F jumps are going to take. Yeah, once I've got to up there. I'm really hoping that I'm not going to die, and I should do it reasonably quickly after that. But these sotting F jumps, I hate them. And again, it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, you don't die immediately, so it's not like there's spikes below you. So you know, if you fail, it's an insta fail. But it almost might as well be with the bloody spike wall chasing you. But it is incredibly slow, as you can see. So yeah, and just don't. What? Wow. Okay, I was just going to prove a point there about which blocks were solid and which ones weren't. I jumped way too high and hit the spike. But ignoring my immense stupidity there at the end, you saw that once I got up to this area, that the platforming bit around here was pretty straightforward. I'm probably going to mess up on some of these jumps now, like that one. Yep, I called it before I even did it. I was like, yep, I know, I'm going to mess that one up. I mean, it's not the easiest of it, not the most straightforward of jumps. I still should never be messing up on it, in my opinion. It's not that bad. And as I say, I'm not under immense time pressure because the spike wall is pretty slow. But, oh god, why do I... Nah. So what I was sort of trying to do was just kind of show off that these are indeed all solid, but sort of as a kind of not quite sure, let's backtrack to the right just to make sure. And again, that's what you would kind of do if you, for the first time as well, you'd sort of go to the left and then sort of back to the right just to kind of make sure that you've actually, you know, and dip back up in if they were indeed fake. So yeah, that's what I was going to try and show off, or indeed what I did show off, thankfully, second time round. But yeah, oh well. I jumped way too high and threw the not solid block above my head onto a spike. Fantastic. Anyway, enough about that. Box trap 2, and I think from memory this is the final screen of the stage. But yeah, more frickin' F jumps. Still not too bad, but yeah, oh well. Goodness me, enough of the F jumps already. I'm just going to fall off that rather than do a cliff jump because I don't tend to have much success with them. Cool. Stage 1 clear. And you know what? I've only been going about... first step, stage 1 clear, the beginning of something. Beginning of the journey or whatever. But yeah, I've only been sort of doing about 15 minutes of gameplay, giving the introduction, so let's actually kick off stage 2 as well. So yeah, now we're going to get something a bit more difficult. Not that it was all completely straightforward in stage 1, but yeah, still for the most part pretty straightforward. So we've got I Want to Be the Venus, and I perhaps should have said at the beginning that there are actually 8 screens per stage. So yeah, a few. Well, I've died 100 times. Yeah, there are 8 screens per stage, so a little bit shorter than some of your standard medleys. You know, Camellia, I think Camellia 2 certainly was. I want to say 10. I want to say Cultured was 10. Cultured 2 was 20, with 10 games, but dang it, 2 screens per game that it references. So yeah, only 8 per stage. So yeah, a little bit shorter than some of your more standard medleys. Why? Now, admittedly, I'm not much of a fan of ledge jumps anyway, but oh well. Okay, was that Dagger Tan? Yeah, okay. This one, again, I might be misremembering, but personally I'd say this is one of the more difficult ones of stage 2, personally. I think it's got a few really kind of awkward jumps. It's also got traps, which, while they're not like so bad. This first jump, by the way, is just an absolute pain in the neck, and I really don't like it at all. But yeah, it's got the fact that it just has traps in the first place. Just makes it, you know. Yep, cool. Just makes it, yeah, more difficult than perhaps ones that don't have traps. And also, it's got a double diamond, which I did amazingly quickly, and I'm not going to query or complain about at all. That was amazing. That's possibly the quickest I've ever done a double diamond. I don't know whether that was like second or third go there, but whatever it was, I'll take it. That was phenomenally quick for me to be able to pull off a double diamond. I mean, admittedly, again, thankfully, it is about the only thing. I mean, I suppose you've got to do a gate jump. It's not a gimme once you've got through it. And I'm not sure how I really feel about that. I kind of feel like double diamonds, boil down a lot to luck, a little bit. I mean, obviously some skill involved, but you know, sometimes just a little bit of luck as well. So to actually have anything, really anything else after a double diamond is a bit mean, as was that. Yeah, and I wouldn't say a gate jump. I say certainly a gate jump falls under the realms of an absolute gimme. So yeah, a little bit mean that, I have to say. Okay, and we'll be a bit more careful this time, and well, not careful, but now that I remembered that there was that I was told or shown that there was an invisible floor there, or hole there. We'll land close to the spike and not get myself stuffed up. Now we have to pull off another corner jump, and again, I'm not quite sure whether there's an align here that. Well, actually, I know there's an align here that would help, but. Let's try something. Let's rub up against that wall. And that didn't work. Let's rub up against that wall. Again, I'm probably not persevering with it very much. So what I should actually do is rub up against a wall a few times and try and pull off the jump rather than just do it once. Okay, so the left-hand one worked a bit better there. I don't know whether that was just blind luck or whether that was actually something. Thank you for the fake out there. I have a funny feeling that's fake. I might be wrong though. No, okay. Okay, and Daguerreotype done. Not too disappointed by that. That's, I think, one of the more, or can be one of the more irritating screens on stage 2. But oh well, yeah, it's done. Right, there's some fake floor here. I shall walk to the left to find out where the furthest point I can stand is, and still lose my double jump. Fantastic. And then get carried away and jump too high into the spikes. Really? So it should be the edge of that block, yeah. And while I'm getting there, it's going to probably take me a little bit of time. There is another screen where there's another secret or achievement or whatever. So yeah, we'll definitely be going for that. I hate those bloody jumps there. Seriously, I mean, the ones where you've got a spike hanging down from the ceiling and one sticking out, jutting out from the horizontally from the block you're trying to reach. I hate those ones. I never quite get the never seem to quite get the placement right. And I always worry that I'm gonna usually land on the spike, so I jump like too high and hit the one on the ceiling. And there's a perfect illustration of that point. So again, I feel like not making it is like worse than actually. Yeah, just, you know, because there was no chance you were going to do it. So, yeah, I always feel silly when I don't get enough height. But, yeah, in doing so, there's a good chance I'll get too much height. Anyway, let's move on. And thankfully, what? Did I really hit that spike? That was terrible. Yeah, that literally was terrible. And slightly irritating the position save here, because every time I start off, I'm going to have to sort of remember to move to the left to avoid landing on that spike. So yeah, I really think well, there you go. I really feel like there was a spike there that should perhaps not have been there, or some safe point that you could stand. Unless you can save it from over here, which I don't think you can. No. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that position of that save point. But oh well, we're not in massively difficult territory yet. So oh well. And yeah, you might have seen that. Well, hopefully you did see that cherry down there. So you do have to pull off a sort of gate jump there between those two cherries, but it's not so bad. That jump, on the other hand, is one I don't like, and I'm toying whether or not to make a small jump off of this ledge. I don't really want to. In fact, no. I'm just gonna sort of drop off and then do a dip jump. But yeah, the gap between the spikes on the ceiling. Well, as you can see, it is a gate jump, but yeah, you've got to get a lot of distance over that spike. It's not my favourite move, I have to say. Hopefully, it's not going to take too long. The last part of the screen is absolutely fine, and that part is, by the way, where the achievement is. So so yeah, I've not just completely forgotten about it. Thankfully, yeah, it's at the end of the screen. But what? I'm now not getting the distance to clear this jump, which is starting to annoy me. And it's not that bad. If I die again, I'll explain how I'm doing it. Okay, well, yeah. Okay, so what? Well, never mind then. There's a save points here somewhere, yeah. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to make the jump I wanted to make. So come on into this ledge, please. Pretty sure there's a save point there. Thank you. So I'm going to really want to do something like that. So, let's be careful. And there you go, love trap. Take the right route in love trap, but not the right way here. So yeah, that would be the way that you get to the warp in love trap, but in the original game. But yeah, as I said, there are some things that are changed up, and we actually need to get to the warp in a different way. And yeah, actually, the thought occurs to me now that I could, if I make the jump high enough, I could rest there, which would make that a lot easier. So no, I can actually jump back out, can't I? So yeah. Anyway, that's how we do it in this game. Anyway, next screen. Easy, relaxing game. And this first jump is anything but easy or relaxing. It is incredibly tight. And yeah, you're going to see me do this a lot, where I die sort of right at the beginning, sort of not having even. I mean, that's just terrible. Having not kind of or clipped the spike right at the beginning, because this is a pretty tight jump. I'm not going to lie. And here's hoping. Yes, if I can hit the save, good, I don't have to do it again. Cool, wonderful. Yeah, don't like that jump especially, so getting that out of the way, or getting that bottom bit out of the way is nice. This is a bit of a long jump, but it's not so bad. That's much better. Yeah, I was just not getting anywhere near enough distance there. But you need to be careful that you don't hit the... I'm still not doing it. You need to be careful that you don't, like I did there, jump too high so that you land on the... Wow, that was just atrocious. So you hit the spike, or the sort of the jagged spike, yeah, on the hanging from the ceiling there. But it's not the most straightforward jump, to say that. And at the moment... What? So you need to get over that spike. I mean, that's a necessity. But, yeah. Beyond after that, it's up to you pretty much when you want to make the second jump over to over to the ledge. And unfortunately, more F jumps. Which did I mention that I don't like F jumps? I feel like I've said that quite a bit already. It's probably important trying to explain why. They're just a pain. They're an absolute pain, and I don't like them. Double gate jump. But we're cool, we're done. And Jupiter. I don't think this one was too difficult, if memory serves. That jump there is probably... no, probably just me being terrible, frankly. That inverted sort of spike in between two horizontal spikes. It's not the best, but oh well, it's done. This one, actually, remember jump not liking so much. The sort of gate jump into a diagonal. So yeah, I'm sort of concentrating. I feel like I'm sort of concentrating more on the diagonal and not the gate jump. And I also feel like there's an align trick here that I'm not getting. Or, just based off one failed jump, that would be pretty bad, but I'm actually going to run up against that wall. And that might not be the right one. I don't know. I'll have to kind of persevere here. I don't know, again, if aligning here is strictly necessary, but you really have to pull off I'm going to run up against that wall this time and see if that makes any difference. You really have to kind of pull off almost a full jump off the edge of the ledge with the horizontal spike sticking out from it. But obviously you have to not hit the spike above you, and yeah, easier said than done. And I do feel like previously, although I can't say for the life of me remember which wall it is or which line I've got, yeah, it's actually been a help before. But at the moment, aligning can't be messing up my pulling off that jump, surely. But every time I'm rubbing up against that wall, I'm not pulling it off. Again, I might just be absolutely sucking at the manoeuvre, but it's not working out very well. There's no way an align should be necessary for that. Oh, come on. The problem is as well is it's like you get so few goes at it that I am now sticking with that align and pulling this jump off. Thank you. You sort of get so few. Okay, let's try this wall. You get so few goes at it that you don't. Particularly in my case, I don't know whether it's just that I messed up the jump or whether the align was terrible. So, like again, now I'm rubbing up against literally every which wall I can think of to try and get what I think is a good align. But I don't know if any of them are working. I don't know if I actually, if 100% need an align. But by rubbing up against the wall and not getting it, like that, I don't know whether, I honestly don't know whether it actually is the align that's screwing me over, or whether I've just failed the jump. But because I get so few goes at it, I like give up on the align. Like, you know, way too. Please don't mess that up. Thank you. Look, I can't remember which wall I rubbed up against there to pull that off. But I don't know ultimately if I could actually stood a lot further over to the left than I was doing all those other jump times I tried to make the jump. So yeah. Anyway, I want to enjoy the game. That's a trap. And lots of traps in this one, I think. But I don't think they're that bad, to be honest. Most of them you can kind of see coming, and if you actually kind of hurry during this section, I'm pretty sure that everything just kind of like works out kind of nicely. Why did it stop moving left? There was no reason in the world why it shouldn't have made that jump. I don't know what happened there. That was really weird. Okay. That fake? Okay, this I've forgotten then. One of these is. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I knew something kind of freaky happened, but I couldn't for the life of me remember exactly what it was, and it was obviously. Don't mess that up. Cool. Yeah. Just sort of going another one of those screens where you have to go to an area to open up another path, but yeah, that one was a bit unclear. So yeah, over here. God dang it! Take that out, change the spikes, and back round here. And that jump is annoying. Another one that I don't especially like, I must admit. These spikes facing each other just below the ceiling tend to always be pretty terrible for me. And the fact there's no invisible wall around that save is nice, but also wow, that was atrocious. But also kind of dangerous, as you can see, I could clearly again save screw myself there, but yeah, I will be careful to make sure I don't do that. I can't believe I don't even know what did I actually touch on that go where it was just absolutely appalling right at the end there. It was pathetic. It was that, wasn't it? I can't remember. Did I do exactly that? Or did I not go far enough to the right to clear it? Oh, I don't know. Terrible. Yeah, you can. Well, I'll prove the point later over here as well. The save here as well. You can also shoot from absolutely miles away with the definite ability to completely screw yourself. So this is the furthest I'm going to. Actually, I'm going to save and then I'm going to jump in there. So yeah, I was confident enough that I'd have enough time to land that before I hit the save, so I wouldn't screw myself over. But yeah, it's nice. But yeah, do be careful that you do not save screw yourself. So anyway, we're going over to the left-hand side to hit this switch, which gets rid of a spike sticking out from the right-hand wall in the middle, which will enable me to go down. And I'm dying like way too flipping much at the moment. This is not good. I'm not. Wow! I need to keep my double jump for that. I know I sort of almost kind of jokingly put a goal at the beginning, but I feel like if I'm dying this much and often in quick succession as well, then yeah, I'm gonna fall well short of my death goal. Yeah, and that jump's not difficult at all. What is the matter with me? Yeah, time-wise, I think with time-wise, you know, could be all right, but death-wise, I'm just not doing well at all. I mean, it's probably what you all want to see anyway, but no, to a point. Anyway, go to the right hand side and hit that switch, which again gets rid of another spike that was previously in our way. Head over here. Don't mess up this bit, which can be tricky. The sort of perennial sort of jump between spikes when they're on the floor in water can be kind of tricky. Anyway, last screen possibly of stage 2, I think, and yeah, sun spike, which well, this screen is ordinarily insanely difficult. The additional save here is very nice, but yeah, it's still an enormous pain. Don't get me wrong. This is sort of what feels like one of those jumps I had to do in Camellia 2's M stage. So yeah, but yeah, a lot of weaving, a lot of intricacy, and yeah, this is again sort of an area where you're going to be dying quite frequently. Yeah, quite quickly, and it's going to be very kind of annoying. Now, can we pull this off? Dang it! I was so close. That's kind of a yeah. I mean, first off, this jump at the bottom is kind of tricky because you've got to pull off this weave without your double jump because you're going to have to use that at the bottom for that kind of jump. And then this last little jump here, you've got to get right in the middle of those spikes that are mini spikes that are coming off on both sides of the screen. Second step, stage 2 clear, you are a good player. I don't know about that, that felt kind of disappointing, but oh well. Let's just get to the next save and then yeah, we'll call that there. Yeah. So I think this is one bit of justice, yeah. But yeah, stage 2 out of the way, and yeah, we'll leave it there. In case anyone's wondering, 355 deaths and 26 minutes for the first 2 stages, which isn't terrible, but I don't know if I'm exactly celebrating my performance so far. But yeah, I'll leave it there at the end of stage 2, and yeah, wonderful. We'll pick it up next time, stage 3, and hopefully I'm not playing quite so clumsily. But until next time, cheerio.